What's going on, bottom line viewers? It's Mitch here to give you my record prediction for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2021, breaking down every game on the Bengals regular season schedule for the 2021 NFL season, giving you the matchups that I think are great, the matchups that I don't like so much, and ultimately the prediction for every single game. So before I break down and predict the Bengals 2021 season, make sure that you do spike that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Bottom Line View for more NFL schedule predictions just like this, and get in that comment section and let me know what you think the Bengals will do and will be in 2021. Let's take a look at their schedule. The Bengals kick off the 2021 season versus a familiar foe, that is Mr. Zimmer, who of course used to coach in Cincinnati. They host the Vikings. The Vikings, I'm high on this year. I think the Vikings, it's their time to bounce back. I think they are a better team than a lot of people give them credit for. I do expect them to win. They're the veteran team. They're the team that's more talented, I would say, on both sides of the football. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if the Bengals picked up the upset here. I do think they have the weaponry on the outside where Joe Burrow, if he looks good from the jump, he'll be able to slice and dice the Vikings defense. I wouldn't be too shocked. But because of that injury, because of the just uncertainty surrounding Cincinnati, I am going to go with the Vikings here. But I actually think this game is going to be closer than people expect. Week 2, they play the Bears. Again, I think Burrow will be fine. But they play Danielle Hunter and that defensive line in week 1. And then they play Khalil Mack and Akeem Hicks in week 2. With this offensive line, I just think Chicago is kind of a mismatched team. And maybe this is like an Andy Dalton revenge game, or this could even be an Andy Dalton pass the torch game. Okay? But I'm going to say Chicago wins this game. It's going to be an ugly football game. Nobody's going to want to watch it, but the Bears will pick up the win. Week 3, I'm going to go with the Steelers, okay? I don't love the Steelers this year, and I think you will end up splitting with the Steelers this year once again. You did last year, kind of unexpectedly. Last season, you beat them on Monday night. Ryan Finley at quarterback with that scramble, that run. But I think the Bengals will split with the Steelers this year. I think in one of the games, it's going to be a lot like last year where the Steelers offense kind of looks sluggish. They can't really get anything going. The Bengals are all over their money concepts. And Joe Burrow, I think in this case, this year, will be slicing and dicing their secondary. Now, in the other game, I think you're going to get pressure. I think Joe Burrow is maybe going to be a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe the run game isn't going all that well. So I could see both games, both happening this year, and I think that's what's actually going to happen. Week 4, they play Jacksonville. It's a battle between the two number 1 overall picks. This is on Thursday night. I expect Joe Burrow to pick up his first win of the season in this game in a high-scoring, exciting game on Thursday night. Week 5, they play the Packers. I fully expect the Packers to win this game unless Jordan Love is the quarterback, which I don't expect, but you need to throw it out there because of the unexpected craziness of the Aaron Rodgers situation. I hope this game is entertaining, but I just don't really see a way where the Bengals can beat the Packers, to be honest. Week 6, they play the Lions. I expect the Bengals to win this game. I don't think the Lions are just any good at all, man. I think they're terrible. I think they might win 2 games this year, and I don't think the Bengals will be one of them. I just think Joe Burrow is so much better than Jared Goff at this point, and just the difference in playmakers is ridiculous. So I'll take Cincinnati. Week 7, they play the Ravens. I did say in the Ravens video that I could see Cincinnati finally beating the Ravens this year at one point, but I did not predict it. So I'm going with the Ravens in both games. Unfortunately for Bengals fans, I think you're still going to struggle versus Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. Week 8, you play the Jets. And I think with a battle between Zach Wilson and Joe Burrow, it should be pretty fun. Two teams that are not there yet, but maybe ascending. I could see two things happening. I could see rather the Bengals passing offense having a big day versus the corners of the Jets, or the Jets defensive line really getting pressure. So one of those two things is going to happen, and it really comes down to what Zach Wilson brings. I'm going to say that the Bengals beat the Jets, but it will be a tight one-score game. Week 9, they play the Browns. I have the Browns winning one of the games, okay? I have actually the Bengals winning one of the games versus the Browns this year. Don't know why. As I said in the Browns schedule prediction, it's just going to be one of those games for the Browns. They don't show up. Things don't go their way. It's just going to be a divisional game. Those things happen. They happen every season. I think in the Battle of Ohio, the Bengals will pick up one victory in that rivalry. Week 11, they take on the Raiders. This one could be an either way type of game. I think the deciding factor for me is I think the Bengals will be able to move the football very effectively. I don't think the Raiders have much of a pass rush, so I'm not worried about that. And then they don't have much of a secondary, so I don't see how they're going to match up with those three receivers. I think the Bengals pick up a high scoring in the 30s fun contest and a win. We have them beating the Steelers. They play the Chargers, which could be a game where they maybe upset the Chargers, but I like the Chargers this year. I think they're a playoff team, and this is a game they should win even on the road. Week 14, the Niners. The Niners are going to be back in the playoffs. Kyle Shanahan, that roster is loaded. I think the Niners will win this game pretty comfortably. Week 15, they play Denver. This is an either way type of game, but to me, in Denver, I just feel like unless Denver is just completely collapsed because of their quarterback situation, this is a game that the Broncos defense should be able to win. They have a very good secondary, so they can match up with you guys, and they have a great pass rush, which will cause Burrow to be uncomfortable. So I think Denver should win that game. And then week 17, you play the Chiefs. Sorry, unless the Chiefs are sitting players, I'm going to go with Kansas City. So right now, I have Cincinnati at a 6-11 record. That is one game below the Steelers for third place. So I do still have the Bengals in fourth in this division, but I do think there is improvement here. We see strides from Joe Burrow, strides from the offense. The defense is still a far bit away, but I think this will be an exciting, fun team to watch every week. And they could pull off a couple upsets because I do think that offense is capable of doing so. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel. Do you think the Bengals will improve this year, decline this year, or stay about the same? Let me know in the comment section below. It's Mitch. Thanks for watching. Peace.